Hey guys, so you may have noticed I didn't do a vlog this week because it's been tough. So, today, Monday, May 10th, Yuna has passed away. It was very unexpected and pretty random, and I have never felt so bad before. Like, I'm actually in quite a lot of pain. Basically, what happened was, if I were to upload the vlog from last week, which I'm never going to because it shows footage of her kind of in pain, but not really. But basically, let me just rewind to last week. Last Thursday, Yuna wasn't feeling very well. She was walking very sluggish. She was panting quite a bit. She actually has to stop walking sometimes to quickly catch her breath. I didn't think much of it because I would just pick her up real quick to help her, and then she realizes she's going and she walks. No matter how slow, I took my time with her. But I was a little worried, so I decided to take her to the vet the next day, which is Friday. So I took her to the vet. Vet did a quick examination, realized she's okay. It's just probably exhaustion because she might be battling a fever or something because there's a chemical imbalance in her. So they suggested we do a blood test, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Go ahead. So that way we know for sure. It was a long blood test. We waited 40 minutes or so, but then the doctor said, hey, blood test came back, all is good, her liver's good, heart's good, she's great. She's just a little tired from battling a fever. And then I asked the doctor if she needs to take medication. The doctor's like, no, it's good, just some rest and lots of liquids and just easy food like rice, which I've been giving to her. And then weekend comes, she is not better, but she doesn't look as bad. Like, she's a little more energy, she's not walking slow, normal. And then today. So today I woke up, took her for a morning walk, nothing much, normal. And then came back up, and then the second walk. Took her down. Again, she seemed completely normal, totally fine, energy-wise. Went downstairs for her to do business, did her business, and then she plopped on the ground, wanting to rest again, like last week, the symptoms. So I was like, oh, okay, no worries, I'm not in a rush, I have a day off today, let's take our time. 20 minutes or so go by, and she's still not moving, so I'm a little concerned, so I decided to, pick her out again, get her get going again, and then she didn't. She just plopped down again. So it was really strange, but I didn't want her just on the street like that, so I just picked herself up myself. She's very heavy. It was a struggle, but I got her to the lobby of my building. We were in the lobby, and then she's basically there. So I'm very concerned at this point because normally she would start moving on her own. At this point, she's on the ground and leaning her backside towards me, so she's leaning sideways. So I'm a little worried. I decided to call for my sister and my dad to come quickly to help me get her to the emergency care, because I can't go to the vet because the vet's just going to send her there. So I'm waiting for my sister to come, and then, because there's no way I can do this alone because I barely got her to the lobby as it is. So my sister comes first because she lives really close by, and then, again, Yuna's still fine. She's just breathing heavily, like she's breathing, she's looking at my sister, she's looking at me, it's fine. So I quickly run upstairs to grab a dolly, because I have one of those grocery dolly things, so that we can load her onto the dolly and just push her, which makes things a little easier. As soon as my dad comes. So I hear the dolly come down, and at this point my sister's a little bit, taken back what's happening in the situation, she's a little scared, so I take over watching over Yuna while she takes a step back to take a breather. At this point, Yuna's resting her head on my lap, heavily panting, I'm petting her, and then in that moment, I didn't realize this. In that moment, I didn't realize that because there's this adrenaline trying to get her just to an emergency. She looks up at me, briefly, smiles and pants a bit, and then that was it. That was the moment I think she passed away, because shortly after, she stopped breathing. Gone limp, tongue dry, lips cold. It just happened so fast. I was still processing what was happening. Luckily my dad shows up, we take her to emergency care, but again, I think that's when she passed away, when she looked up at me for that time when she was on my lap, her head on my lap. Got to the thing, and yeah, she's gone. Just like that. When we were forced to go into lockdown, I was able to spend every day with her. That was the best part of the lockdown, was me being able to spend every single day with her for 5 months. I'm happy she got that, because she has it tough. She had it tough. Because I have to work and she's home alone a lot, but she didn't mind. She would sleep and protect the house. So I was glad I got those 4 or 5 months with her, spent every single day with her, because she was my only contact. And clearly kept me sane during the lockdown and quarantine period. All I can say for the emergency care of my vet, which I'm probably going to contact my vet tomorrow to find out what happened. I'm not sure if he withheld information or he did the test wrong, but something was clearly wrong with Yuna, and he did not see it or miss it. And then at the emergency care, I've never witnessed there's no compassion there. I literally brought her there, and then I already knew in my heart that she might be gone. So I walk into the room, and then she walks in, this woman, this nurse or whatever walks in, and just first thing she says to me is, okay, so here are the options for cremation. She has not confirmed my dog's passing. She literally just went into business. Where is the condolences? Where is the care? Like, is this what happens when an animal passes away and is not human? I get it. It's COVID right now, and they have strict policies right now, because right now they actually timed my goodbye with Yuna. They said I had 15 minutes to say goodbye to her. She expected me to cram everything in 15 minutes to say goodbye to my dog. I was completely alone in that room with nobody, facing it alone. So I spent the 15 minutes just sitting there with her head on my lap, not moving, pretending she was sleeping, just stroking her one last time. I'm so gonna miss that. That's one thing I'll never, ever be okay, is her just resting, sleeping next to me, just her fur, her warm fur, it's very cozy. I'm always gonna miss that. Did that one time, and then that's when I started realizing her body temperature was going down, and I think that's when I accepted her fate. Because at the beginning, she was still warm to the touch. Yeah, no, when I was touching her and then touching her mouth area, her nose, it was all ice cold. So yeah. And for anyone that has any photos of Yuna, I would really appreciate it if you send it to me. I want every single photo I can get. Video, anything, I just want it. But yeah. All I can say is, I love you, Yuna. I'm so sorry. But she went peacefully. That will get me through this. She went peacefully. She wasn't in pain. She went peacefully on my lap. That's what I can hold on to. I love you, Yuna. Hey guys, sorry. This is the very next day. I couldn't finish my message yesterday, and I think I have my composure a bit now to finish. I didn't sleep last night. You can clearly tell. But anyway, I decided to do a GoFundMe page for Yuna's memory, because I don't know if I explained properly in the footage beforehand, but in the emergency room with Yuna, when I was dealing with all that, the lady gave me 2 options for cremation. Basically, the first plan is just trash. They just cremate, that's it, you get nothing. And when I heard that, even in my state of adrenaline and panic and sorrow, I knew that was not the plan for me. So without really hearing the price for the second option, which allows me to cremate her, keep her ashes, get an urn, and get her paw print imprinted in clay forever, I heard that option and I said yes right away without thinking of the cost. I just whipped up my card and paid. It's quite expensive, but I want to have the memory of Yuna. It's the least I can do for her to honor her memory properly, not to be discarded like nothing. Being treated that way yesterday by people like that had no compassion to the situation. So I refuse to just let her just be cremated and nothing remains of her. I want to have a memory of my dog that I loved dearly. So times are tough. That's why I am struggling to pay this off myself. That's why I decided to do this GoFundMe. I understand if you can't contribute. I understand completely. Your words of encouragement and support have been great already. But if you are willing to help, anything goes a long way, and I do appreciate any help I can get. After the memorial and I get her urn back, I will be releasing a goodbye video for Yuna, so that way everyone can see and remember her forever. Thanks, guys.